Guten Tag, Klasse. Welcome to today's grammar session. Today, we are going to unlock the secrets of German sentence structure. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it looks. We'll break it down together, piece by piece. Let's dive into part 1, the golden rule of word order. If you remember only one thing from my class today, make it the verb second, or the to rule. In standard declarative sentences, what we call Aussagesätze, the conjugated verb is the king, and its throne is always position 2. Position 1 is flexible. It can be your subject, a time phrase like gestern, or a location. But position 2, always the conjugated verb. And what about the rest? Any infinitives, past participles, or separable prefixes get kicked all the way to the very end of the sentence. Let's look at exercise 1. If we start with something other than the subject has to budge. It jumps to position 3, right after our king verb. Let's look at an example where the subject is in position 1. Ich stehe am Morgen 7 Uhr auf. Now, let's mix it up for prompt 3. We start with the time 7 Uhr 35. The verb fahren must come next. Listen closely to the rhythm. 7 Uhr 35 fahren meine Kinder in die Schule. Moving on to exercise 2 and the conversational past, the perfekt. Your helping verb takes the throne at position 2, and that past participle is banished to the very end, like this. Wir haben zusammen in der Küche gefrühstückt. Brilliant, right? All right, let's keep this momentum going with part 2, asking questions. Time to put on your detective hats. We have 2 main types of questions in German: information questions and yes or no questions. First up, the W questions, or W-Fragen. The formula here is simple and logical. Question word plus conjugated verb plus subject plus the rest. For exercise 3, we have to match the question word to the answer. There is who, used for subjects. Then is whom, for objects. And woher is where from. So, if the answer is, Daphne kommt aus der Türkei, the most logical question is, woher kommt die neue Studentin? Now for yes or no questions, ja or nein Fragen, we get to break the golden rule. Oh, the scandal. To form these, the verb jumps all the way to position 1, followed immediately by the subject. Look at exercise 4. It sounds exactly like this. Wollen wir am Nachmittag einen Ausflug machen? And finally, for exercise 5, let me introduce you to my favorite word in the German language, DOCH. It is the ultimate conversational comeback. It translates roughly to on the contrary, or yes, actually. If someone asks you a negatively phrased question like, Hast du heute keinen Termin? Meaning, do you have no appointment today? You just smile and say, Doch, 15 Uhr. Take that, negativity. Last, but certainly not least, we arrive at part 3, commands and negation. Let's learn how to boss people around and how to say no correctly. We call these commands imperative sentences. When giving a command, the verb takes position 1. But how you format it depends entirely on who you are talking to. In exercise 6, if a doctor is speaking formally to a patient, they use the verb plus Sie. Let's transform the sentence, Sie müssen eine Tablette nehmen, into a command. Nehmen Sie eine Tablette. But if you are addressing a child informally using du, it's much faster. You drop the pronoun and you chop off the st ending from the verb. So, Du musst viel Tee trinken simply becomes drink viel Tee. Quick and direct. Finally, let's look at negation in exercises 7 and 8. It's the classic showdown between nicht and kein. Use kein to negate nouns that either have no article or an indefinite article. Let's look at prompt 2. Hast du Bilder an die Wand gehängt? The negative answer, nein, ich habe keine Bilder an die Wand gehängt. On the other hand, use nicht for verbs, adjectives, or entire sentences. If you are negating a specific element, park it right in front of that element, like in exercise 7. Svenja kann leider nicht gut malen. Here we negate the word good. Or, Svenjas Familie findet das nicht schlimm. And there you have it, class. This structured approach to verb placement and negation forms the true backbone of your German fluency. Keep practicing, and you'll be speaking like a native in no time. Viel Erfolg beim Unterrichten und Lernen.